mean, we're on a beautiful planet to begin with. I love taking it in, stopping wherever I am.
Your surroundings, like your bedroom, can often correlate to your own mental state. So if you're in a place where you can't identify how you're actually feeling or separate it from reality, then if you tidy your room and make that change, then it will change your mental state.
I think if you just, look up from your phone sometimes in a world where everything's digital, sort of taking notice of your surroundings, it kind of opens up doors that maybe don't exist. You see things that you haven't seen before.
Taking it all in just makes you really appreciate everything you have, even the little things. Just a sunrise and a sunset, seeing the stars.
Going out at night, it's just hard to describe the feeling of it. You're just immersed in the moment. My original interest in stargazing came from spending time with my dad and just like pointing out some of the most popular, famous constellations in the sky that most of us know, from like Orion to the Big Dipper. And I remember being a young boy and sort of just looking out on the Pembrokeshire cliffs at some of those constellations. So that was my interest in it first. When I'm going out on a night shoot or doing a bit of stargazing, I'll tend to do a little bit of planning. So I like look at a map and plan where I'm going to go. I'll look at a couple of apps usually and see what's in the sky. It's solitude. And for someone who's introverted like me, I think, there's something really special about that. But I think that the main thing about being out at night is you've really got your senses about you. There's like a heightened awareness. And I think that's a primal instinct in us, like maybe a survival instinct of being out at night. So it's like you feel sharp, you feel focused, and that feeling is just, it's unparalleled. Being out at night, stargazing, astrophotography, all of that certainly enhances my sense of well-being, and I think that directly ties into being in the present moment. So you're not lost in these thoughts that can be all-consuming. Life is just timetables and schedules and deadlines and tomorrow and yesterday, and it's just a constant train of thought. I don't get that when I'm out at night. I'm just purely focused. Often we spend all our time looking down, whether it be at books or phones or televisions. I think if we take a little bit more time to absorb our surroundings, to take notice of what's going on in the present moment, and to look up a little bit more than spending all our time looking down, I think that's massively important to our well-being.
One of the intriguing findings, I saw this 20 years ago when I was examining a PhD. I was the professor doing the interview of the PhD candidate. One of the fascinating findings is that if you live within 1 kilometre of the sea, you tend to be much happier. And that makes good intuitive sense when you think, well, where do people go on their holidays? They love going to the sea. Exactly why that is intriguing. It could be to do with the air. It could be that looking at the sea, there is some evidence that the colour blue, like the colour green, but for different reasons, is somehow good for us, reminds us of calm, I suppose. Maybe it reminds us of where the fish that fed our forerunners came from and so on. The colour green itself seems to help people. In the theatre, of course, actors have something called the green room. They go into that, this has happened for hundreds of years, to calm down. So green itself seems to help. Nature, perhaps it sort of reasserts where we've come from genetically in terms of evolution, and perhaps it's just intrinsically relaxing, and it is for me, to look at greenery and the birds and the flowers and so on that go with that. So getting out into green spaces, there's overwhelming research evidence that is good for us.
And being outdoors, it just kind of grounds you, you don't have like the stress of, everyday life and like technology and stuff. When you're in nature, it's just, you can just have time to breathe and there's no time concept. It's just you and nature. If you remind yourself to just stay grounded and just be in the moment, you kind of take things as they come and not stress yourself too much. And also, you kind of be a bit more appreciative of what's happening right now and a bit more grateful for the good things that are happening.